Hi. Yes, it's Friday and I'm in the middle room doing some more painting and sort of trying to work out how to use this camera and sort of do one shot and swinging you around whilst being mindful of the light and all of that and swinging you around too far and blah blah blah. The things we have to get used to with new equipment. So I'm in here and the shelves, let me just swing you back round. The shelves are looking lovely, but they're just too glossy. I don't know whether you can see, yeah, you can see that gloss. It clearly says satin. Yeah, it's not mid-sheen, that is virtually gloss, which I can't stand. I have something called decorator's varnish. I don't know whether you can see that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand this down very lightly to scratch the surface, and then I'm going to coat the whole thing in decorator's varnish because it has a dead flat finish. So that should dampen down this glossy finish, which is horrid. But I love the colour. I really do. It's just my kind of colour. And it's going to live, this shelf is going to live in a new place. It used to be over here behind this door, but it's going to now be on this wall here. So you'll see it as you walk into the room. Yeah, and I've also ordered some baskets to go on these shelves here. So all the bits and pieces that we seem to be wishing to hold on to can go into baskets to be organised. And I've been inspired by Vivi and her shed organisation. So I've sanded it down, and whilst I was doing it, I thought, why not just take it a little bit further and do a distressed finish? Because the previous one was distressed, and I quite like that. It softens a piece and makes it, look a little bit older. And I like distressed things, to be honest. So I've gone for a distressed finish, whether you can see. And then what I'll do is I'll go over this with decorator's varnish. So let me just turn the camera around to me. It's warm. It's very, very warm, which is why I'm looking a little bit pink. So some of you are probably thinking, well, why didn't you just do a sort of paint effect with the paint? Well, it's an oil-based paint, a solvent-based paint, and I had it in stock because I don't want to spend any unnecessary money at the moment. And doing a paint effect with a solvent-based paint is kind of more difficult unless you've got, other solvents. I prefer to use water-based paints in general. But like I say, this is what I had, so softening it with some sanding is quite a good option. So I'm pleased with the result. It's what I enjoy. I like a distressed finish. For example, and let me whiz you around again. For example, I think you can probably just make out this wall. It's got all the imperfections left. This is the original plaster painted. There's a big imperfection there. To me, those are the scars of the house. It shows its age. It shows that it is authentic and it's been preserved as such. So, when we moved in here, I stripped all of the wallpaper and just painted straight onto the bare plaster. It feels like an old house. It is an old house. That's the way I like it. Yeah. So things that are too perfect don't tend to look great in an old house unless everything's been skimmed and finished. Another example, and let me whiz you round. We said to the people, the carpentry people, what are you doing with all those pieces of wood? And they said, oh, they're the bits that people don't want with the knots. And we said, but can't we have those pieces? So we deliberately had pieces with knots. Like that. So we enjoy those kind of things. We enjoy seeing those imperfections because they have their own beauty. My nose is running now. I don't know whether you can see in this light, but the cupboard has now had 2 coats of the Polyvine dead flat varnish, so it's not as shiny as it was. I don't think you can actually see or not, but anyway, it's still got some sheen to it, as you can see just there, but it's certainly not as glossy, so I'm happy with that. And once it's dressed with all of its stuff and the new baskets that I got and vases and things like that, it's going to look lovely, so you'll see that soon. So I'm over this side now with a bright light, and I'm painting. I've just sort of finished painting all of that side, just done a couple of bits over here where those screws are in the wall. I've done, I think, just over half of the ceiling. I think you can just see there where I've reached. So yeah, I'm making good progress. I am so hot now. It is, I think, in excess of 36 degrees. We've got all the windows closed because when you open the window, it's like a warm fan heater coming into the window. So there's absolutely no point in having the windows open. It's actually better to retain the cooler air inside. So yeah, I think the workmen next door have stopped because it's simply too hot, but they've done a lot of clearing today, which is great. Had a lovely chat with the new neighbours. They're very, very sweet. They are going to be putting AstroTurf down for their children. So I did say, oh, how unenvironmentally friendly, and they laughed. So, you know, we're on very good terms already. I really like them. So that's all good. I feel a lot calmer today. My anxiety levels are a lot lower, and I've just been getting on with stuff. So yeah, and it's grey. It's gone really grey outside, clouded over, so it's very close. I don't think we'll get a thunderstorm or rain today. I think it's just a layer of cloud. So look, I'm signing off now. That's it for today. I'm so hot, I'm going to have a shower just to sweat again. But yes, thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Bye.